These little copper coins might not look like much, but a few of them hold secrets that can make them incredibly valuable. Today, we're diving into the story of the rare 1941 wheat penny, why some are worth a fortune, how they came to be, and exactly what details you need to look for to know if you have one of these hidden treasures sitting in your pocket or old coin jar. Stay with me until the end, because if you have a 1941 penny, this video might just change the way you look at every coin you own. The story begins during one of the most historic times in American history. It was 1941. The world was at war, and the United States was just months away from entering World War II. Every factory, every business, and every part of the economy was preparing for what was coming, and that included the U.S. Mint. Even something as small as the penny played a role in history. The 1941 Lincoln wheat penny was made mostly of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the same metal composition used for most pennies of that era. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait, and on the back, the two wheat ears, a design that symbolized prosperity and unity during some of the toughest times the country ever faced. But what makes the 1941 wheat penny so special isn't just the time it was made, it's the rare mistakes and minting errors that happened that year. You see, millions of pennies were struck in 1941, at 3 different U.S. Mint locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins are still common and worth just a few cents or maybe $1 or $2 if they're in great condition. But a small number of them came out with incredible minting errors, and those are the coins that have made headlines for being worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars today. One of the most famous 1941 penny errors is the double die obverse variety. This means the coin was struck twice, but not perfectly aligned, creating a doubled image. You can actually see 2 sets of letters or numbers on the coin. If you look closely at words like Liberty or In God We Trust, or even at the date 1941, you might see a shadow-like doubling effect. These errors are very rare, and collectors go crazy for them. Depending on how strong the doubling is and the condition of the coin, a 1941 double-die penny can sell for $1,000, $5,000, or even tens of thousands of dollars. The clearer and bolder the doubling, the higher the price it can bring at auction. Another type of rare 1941 penny is one that was struck on the wrong metal planchet. During the early 1940s, the mint experimented with different materials because copper was needed for war supplies. While official steel pennies didn't appear until 1943, there are a few 1941 pennies known to exist that were struck on foreign planchets, blanks made for coins from other countries. These rare off-metal strikes can weigh differently or look slightly odd in color, and they can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine finding a penny that looks just a little different and realizing it's worth as much as a brand new car. There are also off-center strike errors and die cracks from 1941, where the design is not centered properly or where cracks in the minting die created strange lines across the coin. While these might not be worth as much as the double die or off-metal strikes, they can still bring in hundreds to several $1,000s, especially if the error is dramatic and the coin is well preserved. Condition also plays a huge role in value. A regular 1941 penny that's worn out might be worth only a few cents, but if you find one that looks shiny, with no scratches or wear, what collectors call uncirculated or mint state, the value can jump dramatically. Even without an error, a perfect 1941 penny graded high by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds or even a few $1,000s. And if it's one of the rare error types, that price can shoot up into the tens or hundreds of thousands. One perfect example, a 1941 San Francisco Mint penny in top mint condition, once sold for over $50,000 because it was one of the finest known in existence. That's one penny worth more than some people's entire car. So what should you look for? First, check the date, 1941. Then look under the date to see if there's a small letter. If there's no letter, it was made in Philadelphia. A D means it was made in Denver, and an S means San Francisco. Any of these could be valuable depending on condition, but some of the rarest errors come from the Philadelphia and San Francisco mints. Next, look closely at the words and numbers. Use a magnifying glass if you can. If you see doubled letters, a stretched outline, or something that just doesn't look right, it could be a double die error. Also, check for cracks, missing letters, or odd shapes that could show the coin was struck wrong. And finally, check the weight. A normal 1941 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's lighter or heavier, that could mean it was struck on a different metal planchet, which could make it extremely rare and valuable. What's amazing about coins like the 1941 wheat penny is that they remind us how history and value can hide in plain sight. These coins have survived wars, economic changes, and decades of circulation, yet they still hold secrets that can surprise even the most experienced collectors. Every scratch, every small detail tells a story. And because of that, the hunt for rare pennies is more exciting than ever. Even today, new era coins are still being discovered, coins that have been sitting unnoticed for over 80 years. And one of them could be in your hands right now. So the next time you're sorting through your old coins or getting change from the store, pay close attention. If you find a 1941 wheat penny, take a good look at it before you spend it. That small copper coin could be the key to an amazing discovery, one that's worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine turning a 1-cent coin into enough money to pay off your bills, buy a car, or even take a dream vacation. It sounds like a fantasy, but people really have done it. The world of coin collecting is full of stories like that, regular people who spotted something rare and changed their lives with a lucky find. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about hidden treasures in your change, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Because the next time you pick up a penny, it might not just be worth 1 cent, it could be worth 100,000 times more. Keep looking, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a little coin. The rare 1941 wheat penny proves that history, mystery, and fortune can fit in the palm of your hand.